Welcome back to India Talks, and here we have Amol with us, who will helping us understand how we can all be collectively more responsible for the environment together. And Amol, I was just asking you if there was any place that corporate institutions can go to understand this better or learn.
I think the awareness aspect has to happen at various levels. So we need to start at schools. It has to get into the curriculum. Another important area is at the undergrad level or in management institutes. So I take guest lectures on sustainability as part of strategy, because I believe that sustainability is also a strategy. So if you are a manager, just like you look at who is my customer, or what type of innovative product I will make, or how will I distribute it, you've got to approach sustainability right from the top.
Right.
Rather than just parking it in a CSR
corner,
division,
yeah.
You've got to say it is going to be my company strategy to be energy efficient, to innovate in terms of what types of raw materials I use, or when I plan my plantation, how will it coexist with issues on conservation or biodiversity. So it has to come from the strategic level. So companies need to engage practitioners, experts, and mining experts will be very different, energy sector would be very different. You've got to engage the experts, but equally a lot of it has to do with taking the jargon. There's a lot of jargon on this.
Oh, there are lots of buzzwords.
Carbon footprints, carbon offsets. You've got to reinterpret it in our context, in Indonesia as a developing country, because
Right.
there is the push and pull of development which has to be understood. The country wants to progress. So you've got to reinterpret all these jargons in the context of Indonesia, and then find practical solutions which apply in our situation. And I think good progress is being made, especially in the last couple of years, because the issue has come to the forefront.
It has become very important.
And buyers and consumers are now demanding, and they look at a company and say, well, I think if you are going to be irresponsible, maybe I will go to your competitor.
Yeah, so it's become a competitive advantage.
Yes.
Talking of innovation, where you said coming up with innovative solutions, I was reading somewhere that airplanes are now not carrying magazines because that reduces the load of the fuel. It means that cuts down on fuel usage, cuts down on weight of the plane. So this is, I think, another way that they are trying to save on fuel costs. The other thing was, we attended this business seminar with Sri Ravi Shankar, and he also had this message where he said, if you practice corporate social responsibility, it attracts good luck.
Yes.
And so all this thing about helping others is basically presenting yourself in a much more open manner, and giving
Absolutely.
is, the more you give, the more you get. But Amol, when you talk about corporate social responsibility, sustainability, and the environmental together, doesn't that appear to be too big a problem to be suddenly try to grab it by the horns and try to solve it?
I think it is a big problem. It's an enormous problem, but the stakes are huge. If you look at the deforestation which has happened in large parts of India, on Sumatra, on Riau, and on Kalimantan, I think if you were to take an aerial flight, you will be able to see the scale of the problem.
Yeah, I did see that.
And I think the genius of man is that when you are confronted with these type of problems, I think if we think we are the leading species on this planet, then we've got to pool our brains and find the solution. And I think there is a bit of catching up to do, as I was telling you, that we have spent the last 20 years since sustainability as a concept came up. We have probably gone in some other directions, but now we are trying to catch up, and I'm optimistic, because there is a lot more meeting of minds now in a collective way, and that's what we've got to encourage.
You were talking of species, and that reminded me, you had gone with Earthwatch to Sri Lanka to study temple monkeys. Can you share some of your experiences?
Yeah, this particular project is in a place called Polonnaruwa, where there is a gentleman called Dr. Ditas.
This is in Sri Lanka.
In Sri Lanka, who has been studying toque macaques, which is a monkey species, for a few decades, and he's trying to look at how these families, so within those 1,000 or 1,200 population, how do they form groups, how does the behavior change, how do the males react, the females react, what are the conservation issues. For example, as this particular place where the monkeys are, there are also Buddhist ruins, so there are lots of tourists which go there, and when you have tourists you have garbage.
Right.
So whereas in the olden days
there was no garbage,
survival of the fittest meant food sources within the jungle, once you have human garbage, there is a different dimension to survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
So even some of the animals which would have otherwise passed away can now survive. So these are all interesting studies which he's doing, and when you go on these projects you actually trace a troop of monkeys and you study their behavior, what they eat, and then help to try and understand how over the years this population is evolving. So it really gave me a lot of insights on how we can really use our brains and our intelligence faculties to study these species and then come up with, if nothing else, at least respect for coexistence.
Yeah. The fact is that now we have a movement at a grassroots level where students are involved, teachers are involved, professionals such as yourself are involved in bringing this awareness to the entire world as such. And I'm sure sooner or later we will all work collectively such that we can have a sustainable, responsible development such that our future generations can see a better environment on Earth, on planet Earth. And I thank you, Amol, for being here on this show and helping us be more aware of how we can help ourselves be more responsible.
Thank you very much.
So viewers, we keep tuned in to Q channel and watch India Talks, where we will bring more such inspiring stories, inspiring people.